Well, Brennan Knapp, Hunter Krill, big for Southwest Valley and a big win over Riverside tonight. Gentlemen, once again, you guys find a way to come out on top. Just what are the thoughts right now?
I have no idea right now. I'm still taking it in. We know we just want to go 1-0 every week. We're going to fight hard all the way until the end of the game. We know if that one drive is going to come down to the end of the game every single week.
We had big plays on defense, and we just made it happen, I guess. That's all I got to say.
It seems like every week you guys are in a dogfight, and every week except one you guys have come out on top. What does that say about your team?
We just battled to the end, and we never give up. That's just we're a little scrambly, I guess you can call it.
Brennan, talk about your night on the ground. A lot of it early. They were kind of able to keep you guys off the field in the second half, but what was clicking for you?
Well, we knew that their linebackers were going to be flowing really hard this week, so we were trying to jamming into our running backs, cutback lanes all week long, and then we were doing it good in the first half. In the second half, we weren't quite getting to the linebackers, so we had to just carry out 2 yards every drive.
How tough is it to have that approach? I mean, typically nothing super flashy, but like you said, you just kind of chip away.
Yeah, it's really tough. You have to be tough. They hit hard. I give them credit for that. They do hit really hard. And 2 yards is really tough to do the whole game.
Where do you feel you've grown as a runner? I remember going back, I think your sophomore year, you were a little more balanced, but now you've been able to make a lot of plays with your legs. Where does that come from?
I think it's just relaxing. I think my sophomore year I was like, oh, geez, here we go. And then now I'm like, just go run the ball, get 4 yards. Donnie always says at least 4 yards for me. And I said, okay.
Hunter, Coach Noggle called you the man-child there defensively. The defense was phenomenal tonight. What was it that clicked?
I just kind of figured out what they were doing and just stopped what they were doing, I guess. I mean, just battle, just dogfight, I guess.
They controlled the second half. I think they had ran like 21 plays in their first 2 drives. You guys came up with a couple of big stops. So what was the message late to the defense?
Didn't give up. Just kept fighting, I guess. I mean, I don't know. That's all I got to say.
I think the 2 plays that stood out, at least from my perspective, was Kremkowski breaks one. Looks like maybe he's going to score. You're able to wrestle him down from behind. And then on 4th down there late to get the deflection. Take us through those plays. What did you see?
They roll out a lot, and I don't know. We had to stay put almost because he would like to drop back. If there wasn't anything, he'd go up, B gap, and just kind of had to stay home. And if he was passing and he wasn't working, just got to get your hands up in there.
How tough of a quarterback is someone like that to defend when they can make plays both with their legs and their arms like he did tonight?
He's a really good runner and passer. I got to give it to him for that, but it's hard to bring down. You got to hit him low. Where has
this defense grown the most from the start of the year to now?
I think our defensive line reads really good. Our backers are right behind them. I think we've played a hell of a game.
You guys always say you want to go 1-0 each week. The next one is Mount Ayr. Yep. How do you guys try to attack it?
We've got to keep our heads in the game. Got to put Riverside behind us and move to the next week.
We know Mount Ayr likes to run. They like to do the option a lot, just like Riverside. So we're going to watch this film on Monday and go right into Mount Ayr on Monday and be ready for them on Friday at home.
All right, Coach, you told me earlier this week it was kind of bend but don't break for you guys. That's a perfect way to sum up tonight, isn't it?
It was ugly, and that's what I told them, and we like those games. Physical defense, smash mouth running, taking up a bunch of time on the clock, limit their opportunities, and credit to Riverside, high-powered, one of the best offenses we're probably going to see. And we got tested tonight, early, often, and all night. So, again, a testament to the defense that they only gave up 12 points.
You guys raced out 15-0 lead early on. How were you guys feeling at halftime?
You're never okay, and you knew. And then we said it right after. Coach Frain's an amazing coach. Kremkowski, Bentley, those guys are going to get going. We got to continue to play within ourselves. Had a few injuries, at the secondary, and they kind of took advantage of that, and we knew they were going to. So just to continue to battle back over and over and over. Like I said, the yards don't matter, guys. Let's continue to get after it and keep them from scoring points.
2 big stops, one on the goal line. I think they ruled it a fumble. It's probably going to be stopped short anyways. And then the one late when Hunter Krill's able to get a hand on the ball on 4th down. What did you see from your team in those drives that stood out to you?
Resiliency and heart. It's just this team is so calm all the time that they battle, and it doesn't matter what's happening on the field. I'm just, like I said, the resiliency and the physicality that both of these teams came with tonight was impressive.
How satisfying is a win like this against a really good team? Obviously, I know you guys say you want to go 1-0, but big stakes. to grind one out like this and be able to just survive.
Yeah, and for a lot of those seniors, you know, the 3 years that Riverside's really just had our number and throttled us to like 102-0, for them to come out and prove to themselves, we not only can hang with them, but we can beat them. I think it sets itself up, you know, big. And with the district that we have, the district of death, you know, you've got team after team that are testing us, vastly different offenses and defenses. It really is going to get you ready for the playoffs.
Speak to Brendan tonight. Again, nothing fancy, but efficient.
Yeah, and he's a warrior. And that's what it is. When you play a physical team like Earlham or like Riverside, you know, they were flowing hard. Teams were keying on him. You know, I couldn't say enough how proud I was in those moments where he was calm. He did, you know, like you said, he got the job done when it mattered. And against these teams coming up, I told the guys it's not going to get easier. Get used to games like this, and we're going to have to bring it every single night to get the win.
5 teams in your guys' district fighting for 4 playoff spots. You're 3-0 against those with a combined win margin of 7 points. You know, what does that say about your guys' group?
Yeah, we stay together. Close games don't matter to us. We're gonna play Southwest Valley football, and we're gonna make sure to do what we want to do. Which, you know, we're gonna run the ball. We can take the shots when we want. We're gonna play great defense, and we're gonna control the clock.
Mount Air next week. They took care of Earlham tonight. What's your preliminary thoughts on them?
Jackson Frost is a freak. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, Coach Frayne and I were talking before the game, and he said before their game, you know, he had to stop watching Jackson because he psyched himself out because the kid's that good. And I've said, you know, the same thing can be said about Austin Krimkowski. He throws one of the great, you know, best balls I've seen all year long. They're going to be balanced. They're going to be, you know, they're going to come after it. Physical football team, lull you to sleep, go over top. So you got to play disciplined football.